I was told I was going to be doing this this morning. I promise tomorrow's talk is more useful stuff. All right. Hello, and thank you for inviting me here to your company's board meeting, although later no one will remember actually having extended an invitation. Don't worry, I'm not going to stop talking long enough to take questions. You probably recognize my company name from airport ads touting enterprise services that make no sense. This is by design. You'll notice that there's no call to action. There's no link to go buy it now. It's there so that when I'm here in front of you, you don't question my right to be here. Let's talk about how my solution actually works. I'm not going to expand my acronyms. I'm not going to explain it to you. And if you ask me questions about it, I will imply overtly that you are the idiot. I'm not here to give you a 10,000-foot view. I'm not here to give you a 50,000-foot view. I'm here to give you an orbital view. Let's look at the bigger picture here. It's a strategy session. That's what it's for. Later, I will take the man or woman who's actually responsible for making the decision out to play golf and close the deal there. That was a joke. This is a Fortune 500 company. Of course the decision maker's a man. Who cares about diversity in these halls? Now, let's be clear for a minute. My solution will not solve your actual problem. You will be amazed, astounded, and grateful by how little that actually matters to anything we're talking about here. Because when the finger of blame points around to figure out who's responsible for this, it's not going to be pointing at you. Realistically, it won't be pointing at me either, because I'll be long gone by the time they unwind this mess. It's the best kind of problem, someone else's. And you've made the right decision, because we're in the good part of the Gartner Magic Quadrant, up and to the right. Everyone else, they're niche players, which is a polite way of saying crappy. At least that's what you say when you're in the good part. What's your alternative? To hire a bunch of open source hippies who can wind up solving these things in 10 minutes? Or bring in a team of freshly trained consultants, fresh from MBA school, who will work 120 hours a week but only bill for 40 because they're hungry? Choice is up to you. The trick that the open source hippies generally tend to miss is that the halls of power are greased and very slippery with favors. I do favors for my consulting partners. They, in turn, do favors for me to sell things. Now, I don't know what the hell your company does. That wasn't in the brief. But neither of us is here to save the whales. If you are, terrific, great. Resign your board post and go work for UNICEF. I'm here to sell something that no one in this room can describe. It's a win for you, and it's a win for me. I make a lot of money by selling this thing, and you're able to push the buck onto someone else because you found my company in the In-Flight magazine, which is where all strategic decisions start. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is meow. There has never been a better time for a large enterprise vendor to service a large enterprise. Unfortunately, I'm not staying to take questions. It turns out there's yet another company in distress who desperately needs the product and or service that my company sells. And I have to go deal with that right away. But I will think of you later fondly as I'm sitting at home on my boat, which I will name after your company as a constant reminder that you are all C-level executives. My name's Quinn. I'm an advisor to Reactive Ops who does not sell that way. But we do hire remotely for engineers. We pay $150,000 a year for senior engineers, and you don't have to move. If you're interested, talk to me later. And I promise my keynote tomorrow has more substance than that. Thank you.